All right, shalom, shalom. Real Hebrew Israelite coming week in, week out. The prophesy the downfall of America in this society. I want to start off giving all praise and glory and honor to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work. And the few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. This is the brother YAHAWASHI, aka Mataz, and I'm coming back with another quick video. And basically, man, it's just touching on a video that the elder Uriah had put in our orders room in our group me. And basically, a lady talked about how she saw the true children of God. She saw who they were, and she specified exactly how they looked. Because she had a near-death experience. She died and then she ended up coming back. So I'm going to let this video play. And then we just going to go in from there. We're going to go from there, So give me 1 second. I'm going to let this video play.
The gun, or do we go for more troops? Let's get more troops.
Okay, now I'm about to let it play. Damn commercial.
My name is Laura, and I never imagined that I would go through something that would change my life forever. But here I am, writing this, because I feel I need to share what happened to me. I died. I passed over. And what I saw on the other side was something I could have never imagined. I met Jesus, and he showed me something that left me speechless. It wasn't just a vision, it was a revelation. I'm still trying to process all of it, but I know that something must be said. It was a normal day, or at least that's what I thought. I woke up early, made my coffee, and followed my morning routine as always. Nothing seemed out of place, but something was different, and I had no idea that in a few hours, my life would take an unexpected turn. I was driving to work, just as I did every day. The sky was cloudy and the air felt heavy, as if the world itself was trying to tell me something. But I didn't pay attention. My mind was full of worries, bills, work, problems that had been tormenting me lately. And then, it happened. A sharp pain pierced through my chest. I had never felt anything like it before. It was an intense, crushing pressure. I tried to breathe, but the air wouldn't come in. My vision became blurry, and suddenly, everything around me seemed to slow down. The cars, the buildings, even the people on the sidewalk. Everything was in slow motion. I don't remember exactly the moment I lost control of the car, but I remember the sound of tires skidding, the impact, the eerie silence that followed. And then, suddenly, I was lying on the sidewalk, looking up at the sky. I could hear voices, distant sirens, people screaming. But nothing seemed real. While I was there, something strange happened. The pain began to fade, and an overwhelming sense of calm took over me. Fear, stress, worry, everything simply disappeared. It was at that moment that I realized I was dying. At first, I didn't understand what was happening. One moment, I was lying on the sidewalk, feeling my body grow weak. The next moment, I was floating. I saw everything. The paramedics rushing to help me, a woman crying beside my lifeless body. But I didn't feel fear, I didn't feel panic, just a strange detachment. I tried to speak, tried to get someone's attention, but no sound came out. It was as if I were there, yet at the same time, not. Then I felt something. It wasn't physical. It was spiritual. It was as if an invisible force were pulling me upward. I had no control over it, yet I didn't resist. For the first time in my life, I felt completely at peace. In the distance, a light appeared. At first, it was small. Then it grew, becoming brighter. But it wasn't just any light. It wasn't blinding. It wasn't cold. It was welcoming. It was as if it were calling me home. I moved toward it effortlessly, and as I advanced, the world to which I belonged disappeared. The noise of the city, the voices of the people, everything was gone. Only the light remained. Then, I heard a voice. It wasn't loud, but it was powerful. It resonated within my soul. "It's not your time yet." The voice was familiar, yet I couldn't place it. And then everything changed. Suddenly, I was no longer there. I was somewhere else. It wasn't Earth, but it wasn't a completely unknown place.
Give me 1 second. All right, about to continue on.
I was somewhere else. It wasn't Earth, but it wasn't a completely unknown place either. It was as if it were a space between two worlds, and it was there that I saw him. The moment I set foot in that place, everything around me changed. I was no longer floating. I wasn't merely an observer. I was there, and it was real. The environment around me was bright, but in a way that didn't hurt the eyes. The air was thick and warm, yet it wasn't uncomfortable. It was the very definition of comfort, a presence so strong and intense that I could feel it enveloping me. Then in front of me, I saw a tunnel that stretched as far as the eye could see. It wasn't made of stone nor bricks. It was made of light, bright, pure, and it pulsed with life. Without hesitation, I took a step forward. That's when I noticed something astonishing. The tunnel wasn't empty. On both sides, figures watched in silence. They were luminous presences, made of energy. I couldn't see their faces, but I knew they were people. They were souls. People who had departed before me. Some looked familiar, as if I had known them from somewhere. Others were completely unknown. They did not speak, but somehow I could hear them. Not with my ears, but with my spirit. And they welcomed me. They comforted me. They made me feel safe. It was the most wonderful feeling I had ever experienced. I continued walking, and with each step, I felt lighter, as if all the burdens I had carried in my life were disappearing. Then I saw it. At the end of the tunnel, he was there, waiting for me, and there was no doubt. I knew who he was. Jesus. He wasn't just a presence, he was light. Not a light around him, but his. His presence was love, peace, and power, and I couldn't move, I couldn't speak. All I could do was feel, and what I felt was beyond words. He looked at me, and in that one look, my entire life flashed before me. Every choice, every mistake, every moment of pain, every act of kindness, everything was there, laid bare before him. But there was no judgment. There was only understanding. Then he spoke, and his voice was like thunder and a whisper at the same time. You are not here by chance. I wanted to ask why I was there, what was happening. But before I could say anything, he raised his hand. And then everything changed. Suddenly, I was no longer in the tunnel. I was somewhere else. And it was there that Jesus showed me a truth that would forever change the way I saw the world. Suddenly, everything around me changed. The tunnel disappeared, and I was transported to a vast, open space. It wasn't earth nor heaven, but a place between the two. The air there vibrated with an energy I couldn't explain. Then, before my eyes, images began to form. They weren't mere visions. They were like living paintings made of pure light. The first image left me speechless. I saw an immense continent bathed in golden light. At first, I didn't understand what I was seeing, but soon I realized it was Africa. Not the Africa I knew from history books, but a different Africa. Grand, strong. I saw ancient civilizations, cities of stone and gold, filled with people full of wisdom and spiritual power. They weren't broken. They weren't enslaved. They were chosen. Jesus looked at me, and his voice resonated within my soul. The world lied about them. I was speechless. They are not what they were made to believe they were. They were blessed with gifts, knowledge, and a spiritual connection that many tried to erase. The vision changed, and suddenly, I saw chains. I saw ships. I saw multitudes being torn from their land, taken away from everything they knew. I saw suffering, pain, and centuries of oppression. But what shocked me even more was what lay beneath the surface. I saw spiritual forces working behind the scenes, manipulating.
So she saw the prophecy that happened before it happened. So I'm gonna hit that, man. Letting you know, man. They know who we are. So I want to hit Deuteronomy 28. I'm start at 48. It's Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore should thou serve thy enemy, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And we all understand what a yoke of iron is. He put a yoke of iron upon the neck of the Israelites, which is so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know. Let me pull it up. Oh, look at this. They don't even show the images no more on top. But yeah, right here. You got to go 2 images. So this that yoke of iron he put on our neck till he had destroyed us. You know, it ain't just happened to Gad as well, you know, etc. So she is literally had this near-death experience, and YAHAWASHI, as she said she saw, was showing her visions. The Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongues thou shalt not understand. And they stole our land, everything we had. We had a lot of precious things there in Israel. Like she said, she saw Africa, but it really wasn't talking about Africa. You know, it's talking about the land of Israel, you know, our homeland, and we gonna eventually get that back and inherit that back, which is gonna be New Jerusalem. Because ain't no such thing as no place Africa. It's gonna be Israel. We're going back home to our homeland, you know. So let me keep going, because we, you know, like I was saying, we got stolen from our homeland. She's seeing this, you know. This is what she's seeing. She's seeing the past and the future that's coming, you know, and letting it be known that, hey, she's seeing the past and she saw the future. Us getting our spiritual powers and all of that, man. That's coming, man. We about to get spiritual powers, man, through the power of YAHAWASHI. But I want to go right here. Verse 64. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee amongst all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And that's what our people are serving to this day. False gods, idols, all of that. You know, this is happening. You know. And amongst these nations shall thou find no ease, which she was saying. It was getting ripped, getting all our things stolen from all these nations, especially the so-called white man, the Edomites. Neither should the soul, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But it says, but the Lord Yahweh should give thee there a trembling heart, and falling of eyes, and sorrow of mind. So that's happening, you know. And what it say? And thy life shall hang in double before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of thy life. And that's facts, man. We don't know if we gonna live or die any day, man. Any given day, man, something can happen to us, man. You know, Jake out here wilding, putting each other to death. All type of things is happening. So what makes you think we'll have insurance all our life? You don't hear Edomites talking like this. You don't hear Edomites walking around there having fear of their life. That's only Jake. Only so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is going through this type of oppression that we go to this day, man. It's how you know we are the people of the Bible. And she's seeing it. It's beautiful because the truth is being brought to the light. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. And how did we get over here? She said we was getting on them slave ships. By the way of I spake it to thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold into your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. And we never got redeemed. So we got put in slavery. Simple as that, man. You know, and that's what she's seeing. So she's seeing this stuff happening. And then, what else, man? We lost our heritage doing this slavery, which I'm going to get. Jeremiah 17:4. It says, and thou even thyself should discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. He was telling Jeremiah he's going to discontinue from his heritage. And Jeremiah know his heritage during this time. I think Jeremiah is a Levite, if I'm not mistaken. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemy in the land which thou knewest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger which shall burn forever. And that ever don't literally mean forever. And when you go into that ever, it just means a long period of time that the Lord was going to be mad at us. You know, so the Lord had a time frame of how long he was going to be mad at us. And it's going to feel like forever, because we've been in slavery for so goddamn long. We waiting on the kingdom. We're ready to get the hell up out of here. But this is true, proving that we are the people of the Bible. You know, letting you know. And what she's seeing is how our people look. Let me grab this, Job 30 and 30. It says, my skin is black upon me and my bones are burnt with heat. So she's seeing so-called black people, Israelites, so point blank. So let me go back to the video. All right.
Pain and centuries of oppression. But what shocked me even more was what lay beneath the surface. I saw spiritual forces working behind the scenes, manipulating everything. The oppression wasn't just physical, it was spiritual. There was something bigger at play, something that no one wanted us to know. Jesus turned to me and said, the world tried to erase who they really were, because if they...
Which I brought up to Jeremiah 17 and 4. And then, not only that, like she said, she saw spiritual forces working behind the scenes. So she saw us being, getting put in slavery. Why? Because the Lord said he was going to put us in slavery. Why? Well, let me go back to Deuteronomy 28 and then get 15 this time now. And it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, thy most high power God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So the Lord allowed this to happen to us, really for his purpose, of course, ultimately, but it's to show us what not to be, teach us about good and evil, all of these things, So this is a beautiful thing that it even happened to us, going through this oppression, so we can learn. So we got all these curses put on us. We didn't listen to YAHAWASHI. We was too busy following everything else but following our most high power God. Like it says right here, Isaiah 1, I'm going to start at 2. It says, hear, O heavens, which is us, we are the heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken. I have nurtured and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. We rebelled against YAHAWASHI. We didn't listen. So this is why we got put in this predicament to this day. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know. My people do not consider, and they don't consider YAHAWASHI. So this is what the hell we get, point blank. And sinful nation, a people laid with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupt. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are going the way backwards. And as simple as that, man. We went off. So we laid in sin, doing all this wickedness. This is why this happened to us, man. And she's seeing all of this, which proves that everything we've been teaching you people is the truth. We have not lied about the truth. Whether a person want to believe it or not, the hell with these people. We letting you know the truth. All right, keep going.
They were, because if they knew, everything would change. My heart pounded hard. This wasn't just history. It was a spiritual battle that had been waged for centuries. A profound deception, and most people had no idea. The vision changed again. I saw people in our days awakening, beginning to remember who...
Like she said, this is from the beginning. So since Cain and Abel, Jacob and Esau, all of this is the same, man. The same battle that we've been going through for the longest. Us battling our evil twin brother, Jacob battling his evil twin. So this is Esau is our evil twin brothers, these Edomites. And Jacob been going through this for the longest, man. So this is still going on to this day.
They were. I saw men and women breaking the invisible chains that held them captive, reclaiming their strength and their faith. The same people who had been taught to see themselves as inferior were beginning to regain their identity. Jesus smiled.
And it said that we was going to regain our identity. So we've been going through this battle with these Edomites, which I'm gonna get to this Zephaniah, because the Lord turning us back, you know. So this is Zephaniah 3:9. It says, "For then will I turn to my people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord Yahweh to serve him with one consent." And he gave us the true name. Yahweh. Yahweh is the Father. He is this. And YAHAWASHI, he delivered, he saved. So now we have the true names. So he gave us that as well. And it said, far be... Well, I ain't got to read all that. So the point is, the Lord gave us, brought us back to remembrance, gave us our true nationality, our heritage, knowing who we are once again. And he's happy that we was waking up to the truth, the elect, the chosen, because this is only for the elect. Let me get that in Romans 11:7. Because only the elect is going to wait up. It says, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded." Simple as that. So only the elect is going to wake up to this truth. Simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. Let me go back to the video. About time.
The time of revelation has come. They will rise again. I felt tears streaming down my face. I had never felt something so intense. The truth was coming to light. The visions continued, and with each moment, I saw more and more truths being revealed. I saw a time long before slavery, before colonization, before all oppression. I saw a world where Black people possessed powerful spiritual knowledge. They understood the connection between heaven and earth, between the spirit and the physical world. They were leaders, prophets, warriors, men and women.
And it's proven that we lost everything. We understood that it was a spiritual realm and all that. We understood death. Like these people don't understand death. They think it's a hell. You notice she never mentioned anything about no freaking such thing place called hell. But we had the knowledge and understanding that. How? Because YAHAWASHI gave that to us. But now we done lost everything because during slavery and forgot who we are. Plus, through all these different times, like that, when you die, you don't remember your back. You don't remember your past life. But this go even deeper, not just remembering your past life. Since we got erased from being a people, like I read, when we die, we just... What happened? We born back into niggerism. That's why a lot of our people are just none but niggas. It's Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. It's nothing new. Everything been here before, including us. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It have been already of old time, which was before us. There is no remembrance of formal things, neither should there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. So yeah, we forget. So during these generation of us going through these curses, what happened? We forgot even who we are as Israelites, and then we start believing in a place called hell because of this devil. This devil really stripped us from everything, man. You know, we lost everything. That's why in 2 Thessalonians 2:3 it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there shall come a falling away first." And that's what I read. We lost our heritage, a falling away. We forgot who we was. Now we being brought back to remembrance. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. He's being revealed. Everybody is starting to see who the devil is now. Everybody's starting to see who the deceiver of the planet is. And what have he done and all the wickedness, you know. We had understanding of knowledge. Everything, man. Look at Solomon knowledge. Look how great Solomon, and we was a great, well-understanding people back then, man. You know? Let me get that. All right, let me get to just Deuteronomy 4, and I'm going to start at 5. But I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord Yahweh, my most high power God, commanded me, that ye should do so in the land rather ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations, which should hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who have the most high power God, so not into them, as the Lord Yahweh, our most high power God, is in all things that we call upon for him. And he's saying, man, what other nation is great like that? Not one. YAHAWASHI made us like that. He gave us that understanding, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He did that for us. Nobody's on this level. No nation on the planet have wisdom like us, or had wisdom like us, or even have wisdom like us to this day. They not wise like us. A lot of these people, you know, they bugged out. Even the other nations, you know, you have some of these Asian people believing in so-called they believe in reincarnation, right? But they believe in a different so-called of reincarnation, not the real reincarnation. They believe that you can become an animal, a mosquito, a fly, whatever bull crap, dumb madness they be teaching. They're not teaching the truth. We the only ones who teach the truth. This is why we have to be brought back in power. This is why YAHAWASHI is going to raise us back up to put this earth back in order. Because like it says in Proverbs, 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that's why the people are mourning right now to this day, because we're not in rulership, and these devils are in rulership right now. These Edomites, man. Point blank, period. So I'm going to touch on some more of this video. But, you know, it's just amazing, you know, that the Lord is really exposing this, you know. And he said he was going to show visions and stuff like that, you know, and dream dreams. Matter of fact, I should have started with that scripture. But it's all good. I'm going to get it in a second. But that's just the point, you know, that was going to happen in these last days, the revealings. Here we go.
The world. They were leaders, prophets, warriors, men and women who spoke directly with God. They didn't need intermediaries. They held divine wisdom. Jesus looked at me, and his eyes carried both sadness and love. That's why they were targeted, because those who rule this world fear those who carry true wisdom. My mind spun. Now everything made sense. For centuries, they tried to tear away their culture, their faith, their identity. It wasn't just about control. It was about breaking their connection with the truth. But then, I saw something incredible. Even after everything they went through, after generations...
And then what she said, a key point, that what this devil was trying to do, break our connection with the truth. Break, you know, hold on, it says, a scripture that says, when they powers on their side, hold on. Oh, here, get this. Judas 5, I'm starting 17. Wow. 5 and 17. And Willis, they sinneth not before their most high power God. They purpose. They prospered because the most high power God because the most high power God that hateth iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captive into a land that was not theirs, and the temples of their most high power God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. Simple as that. That's exactly what happened. And they covered it up, destroyed us, right? You know, did all they can to basically ruin us from being a whole nation of people and all of that, you know, by trying to completely remove us, You know, and then that's prophecy. That was prophecy. We made the Most High mad for what happened, you know, that happened to us. The Most High wasn't with us, so we got our ass beat. We got beat up. YAHAWASHI judged us, you know. That's what happened when we go off and we sin against the Most High. You get judged for them things, man. You know, simple as that. So I'm and then there's another one. I'm gonna read it. This is Judith 11 and 10. Therefore, O Lord and Governor, respect not his word, but lie it up in thy hearts. For it is true, for our nation shall not be punished, neither can sword prevail against them, except they sin against their Most High Power God. Simple as that. So that's how we got judged. Because we sinned against YAHAWASHI. Simple as that, man. We sinned against the Lord. This is why we in this predicament to this day. And why we going through all the things we're going through to this day. Because we sinned against YAHAWASHI. Simple as that. You know, we sinned against our Most High Power God. You know. So now we being punished in this land, you know, to this day. Which I'm gonna go back to the video. Give me a second. I'm about to finish letting play. Like she said, breaking away our connection with the truth. And how did they know how to break it? By getting us far away from our Most High Power God. Simple as that. That's why I read that.
Breaking their connection with the truth. But then I saw something incredible. Even after everything they went through, after generations of pain, after centuries of being told they were nothing, their spirit was never broken. Their power never left them. Jesus continued, and that is why they need to remember. It was at that moment I understood that this wasn't about division. It wasn't about hatred. It was about restoration. The world was built on lies, but the truth was about to be revealed. The vision changed again, and I saw something astonishing. A great awakening was happening. I saw people from all over the world, but especially black people, remembering who they were. I saw their minds being freed from lies. I saw their souls
And that's what we do. We tell every nation on the planet everything, the truth, like we've been doing. So every nation know who they are now, remembering who they are and what we telling them, you know. And it's about us getting justice, like she said, reparations. We getting our what it would say right here, and we do hate the Edomites, man. You know, forget that what she's saying. Not no hate. This is hatred, because they hate us. They was created to hate us. This is 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. Sin is a righteous thing with the Most High Power God to recompense tribulations to them that trouble you. So we getting revenge. Revenge, payback is coming back for the people that troubled us. Simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
connecting with the Creator. They were rising. And as that happened, something miraculous began to occur. The world itself began to change. Jesus turned to me once more. The prophecy is coming true. They will lead the world into a new era of spiritual awakening. I felt my body tremble. Now everything made sense. That is why I saw all of this. That is why I was taken there. I was meant to share this message. Jesus answered my thoughts with a simple, yes. The world needs to hear. I fell to my knees, overwhelmed by what I had witnessed. This wasn't just about race. It was about identity, about purpose, about destiny. Then everything began to disappear. The light faded. The visions vanished. Even Jesus began to fade away. I felt a force pulling me back. I didn't want to go. I screamed, "No, I don't want to go back." Jesus smiled, but there was seriousness in his gaze. "You must go back. The world needs you to speak." I tried to resist, but it was no use. Suddenly, I felt a jolt. As if an electric current shot through my body, my eyes opened, and I was back. The sound of the monitor filled the room. Doctors and nurses rushed around me. My family was there, crying, holding my hand, thanking God that I was alive. But I was no longer the same person. For days, I remained silent. People thought I was in shock from the accident, but it wasn't that. My mind was still in that other place. I had seen the truth. And now I was back in a world that had no idea what was happening. I tried to convince myself that it was a dream, a hallucination caused by my near-death experience. But I knew the truth. It was real. And the longer I stayed silent, the heavier the revelation became. Then I heard the voice again. Speak. I turned my head. There was no one there, but deep in my soul, I knew what that meant. I needed to tell the world. And when I tried to speak...
And yes, man, the truth is coming out, you know. It's being known and it's not being hidden no more. The stuff is not hidden because YAHAWASHI is showing us the truth. You know, give me a second.